Hello everyone, my name is Kita and today we're going to be playing Foretales. We're playing Foretales today because my voice is a little, uh, is going a little bit. So I'm trying to play something has a little more voiced narrative than not today. Try and give myself a break. Um, so yes, and this came out fairly recently, so I just wanted to try it out, see what it's like. I don't know if we're going to be playing a full series of this, I'm more just sort of testing it out. Alright, let's try this out. Yes, I would like to start this game. Thank you. Ah, it's not voiced. Oh man. A mysterious patron, Volpain needs money to help his father and the local miners. His friend Leo says there's someone in town with a very lucrative job offer. Okay. Welcome to Foretales, an adventure game where you progress by combining cards and exploring decks. I said it was voiced. This is it, Volpain, our ticket to the easy life. Our last job and our days of stealing apples from the market are behind us. So that's what you said the last time. So who's this contact of yours? His name's Timothy. He says he has work for people like us. And you're sure he can pay? Because I could really do with the money right now. Don't worry, he promised a hefty reward. Should be more than enough to help your father and the miners with their strikes. And for me to take an early retirement. He's just a little difficult to track down in the town sometimes. You better ask around then.
He looks like a good place to start.
Is that Travis? Good day to you, young bird. How can I be of assistance? I wish this was more voice. I can already feel my throat. We're looking for someone by the name of Timothy. Ah, I see. A very secretive fellow, is he? I think I heard something about him the other day, but sadly my memory isn't what it once was. Right, and what might jog your memory, I wonder? A bite to eat usually does the trick. About 5, whatever that is, should be sufficient. 5, I'm gonna guess food. That's enough to last a few days. Ignore my friend here, we'll come back with some food for you. You already have 1, just 4 more to go. A typical region of the game is composed of 3 to 6 location cards placed on the board. You can learn more by hovering your cursor over the card. Sometimes click on cards will also trigger dialogue or a reaction from your characters. Try it out for yourself. Left click on the left card with the beggar. He wants to remind you of what he wants. This is demanding work for an old man like me. I'd like to see you try it. Yeah, we'll get your food. You'll get your food all right. You have 2 types of action cards at your disposal. Skill cards if you're adventurers, and consumable cards. Targets will often be location cards, but not always. When you hover over one of your cards, the possible targets are highlighted along with hints as to what will happen if you play there. So pay attention to what is highlighted and where the hints appear. Conversely, if you place your cursor over elements of the board, it will highlight the action cards you can play there. Take a moment to explore your current cards and see if you can figure out a way to find enough food to proceed. Huh. Okay. Apples, fresh apples, no maggots in them or nothing. Yeah, I've got to stop saying that out loud. Guessing that's money we can give him? I don't understand. Particularly well. Noisy tavern, receive nasty little secret. Interaction effect. +4 food, +1 gold, add 1 creature to the graveyard. Fight against 2 creatures. Oh, so that's like us stealing. Move to next location. +3 food. And that's us stealing, I'm guessing. Nimble hands. When you were born with nothing, you have to steal what you can to survive. If you're lucky, you'll survive long enough to get pretty good at it. Peppery diversion. The perfect way to cause a commotion or to incapacitate enemies in combat. Okay, why don't we just add one creature to the search party? Why not just steal? Smooth, he didn't notice a thing.
Sorry to dine and dash.
One very important rule to remember, you can only play one card per location card on the board. Sometimes it will transform the targeted card into another card, but most of the time it will just consume it and travel to the next card. A standard used card from the board will go back to the bottom of the exploration deck. And once a slot is available, it will automatically be filled with the top card from the exploration deck. You can't run out of location cards to explore because the exploration deck always cycles. Okay, and we do get more cards for here as well. Okay. Noisy tavern. People keep mentioning a tavern nearby. Food, drink, good company. What more could a strapping young adventurer need? +2 grim. +2 food. Yeah, I don't want to start a fight.
No point letting it go to waste.
Boy, someone just stole my lunch! Oh, you weren't finished with that.
Oh boy, I don't think they liked that.
Okay, I think we've got enough food now. Let's see what this guy knows. Lead the way.
The guards want a fight? Let's give them one.
Do I? Do I just click on it? Guard token. A group of representatives of the law. In order to play on the card they keep, you have to get rid of them, and violence is not the only solution. Oh, thank you, young bird. Now, about this Timothy chap. Oh, but of course. Where are my manners? Here, follow this path.
That should show the way. Well, how very altruistic.
Thanks for the tip, friend. Good day to you, bird. Well, what now? I suppose we should follow the old beggar's directions on that piece of paper. Sometimes you'll have to seek directions to progress in the story and reach new destinations. Check the descriptions on your cards. Yes, that one.
Something tells me these chaps aren't here to discuss pickpocketing techniques.
Beware, a hostile token is blocking this card. You won't be able to play any cards on the suspicious street until you get rid of those bandits. If you left-click on the token, you can see the creatures forming the group and decide whether or not to engage. Most confrontations start with a negotiation phase. If you have the correct resources, you might be able to discard this threat without any violence. But if you don't absolutely need to play a card here, you may as well avoid any conflict and play any on the other cards available. What do I do with this? Find Timothy. This is so interesting. This is a very... Solidarity of the weak. The poor, the weak, and the needy must stick together to survive. Volpain can inspire compassion to attract potential allies. Oh, hi there, chaps. Oh, scamps. What do you want, mister? At least one of your adventurers is down to their last few skill cards. Maybe you can use the rest deck to recover some. Since rest cards will give skill cards back to all adventurers, it's often a good idea to use actions from all your adventurers and not just one. If you spread the effort between them, they won't have to rest as often. I'm not going to aim shots at children. Spare a coin, mister? Yeah, there you go, buddy. Wow, thanks. Anything I can do for you?
Heartwarming stuff.
You recruited at least one fighting ally. Fighting ally? No, he's a child! Allies can be used on your adventure cards during fights. They will add their attack score to the attack of the adventurer for as long as they survive. Depending on the type of ally, they will position themselves in front of or behind your adventurers. Front allies add a layer of protection and preserve your health, but may not survive the whole fight. Allies in the back will only serve as support to increase the attack, but they are most likely to survive until the end of the confrontation. Whether they survive or not, allies used in combat are discarded at the end of the confrontation. Okay. One use, got it. Oh, he's so cute. I don't know, what do I do with this? The old beggar has marked the map. The nearest marketplace. Old well, suspicious street. So we need to find a marketplace. Theft, murder, violence, and general lawlessness. A reputation like that guarantees respect among outlaws and makes law-abiding citizens to quake in their boots. Fame. A good deed can open many doors. Having the respect of the community is always a good way to achieve your goals. Okay, I see. He wants an F. Alright, let me click on you here. Here are the enemies watching this location. And the brawler seems like she's a problem. She prefers to let her fists do the talking. They don't have many nice things to say. Street thug. Would steal from his own grandmother if she weren't as poor as a church mouse. That's terrible. Henchman. He didn't know where he is today for thinking... He didn't get where he is today by thinking for himself. Good at following orders, though. Sure, let's engage. Let's see how this works.
Remember, everyone has a price.
You started your first confrontation, but maybe there's no need for violence. When you hover over the cards at your disposal, you may discover ways to get rid of some of your opponents. If you get rid of enough of your opponents, you'll bring the morale of the group down to 0 and the rest will flee. If you use an aggressive card, the confrontation will automatically turn into a fight. But if you don't have any cards to play, or you don't want to play any cards, left-click on the auto battle token to trigger the fight manually. What does that mean? Interaction pickpocket? That's so funny. Just pickpocket, just go. Just do it. Corrupt. Consume 2 fame. It's so interesting. So if I have Grim, I could use my 1 Grim to get rid of that guy. I wish I had something. I might use my pepper, to be honest, because I think that stuns them. I think that's what that means, is stun. Send front creature with max level 1 to the search party. Stun the other front creatures for 1 round. I might just outright do this. Take this. Because that's 3 damage.
He felt that one.
From now on, both sides will automatically attack the opponent directly opposite them, or to the left if no one is directly in front. Between each round of attack, you can play 1 card per adventurer. Again, if you don't want to play cards, you can use the auto battle token.
Oh,
An enemy was just removed from the confrontation. In most cases, this will subtract its level from the enemy's morale. Is that the morale? Should the enemy morale reach 0, the remaining hostiles will flee. The level of an enemy is the number in the top left corner of the card. And morale 0 now.
Oh, come on, admit it. You enjoy all the killing, Volpat.
No, I don't. You've brought the enemy morale to 0. All remaining hostiles will now flee for their lives. When you trigger a panic, each fleeing enemy will grant you 1 fame, whatever their level.
Leaving so soon?
What's this? Survivor Sense, where there's food everywhere if you know where to look. Suspicious Street. A gold coin lies conspicuously on the pavement of this shady-looking street. The trap is obvious, but what do they say? Sic parvi magna. I don't know what the hell that means. Location effect plus 1 gold, interaction effect plus 1 food. Yeah, let's do that.
I hope you're planning to share some of that.
You'll never starve if you know the right places to look. Marketplace. Excellent.
Passed with flying colors.
A heavily banished figure stood alone in the alleyway. He looked like he was waiting for someone. As Volpain and Leo approached, the figure turned to greet them. Ah, Leo. So you're finally here and you brought a crow. I'm a shoebill. But of course you are. We heard you have work. Do I ever? But before we get down to brass tacks, I always like to get an understanding of who it is I'm working with. What do you mean? I'd like a demonstration of the value you'll bring to this operation. Demonstration? Yes, you know, skills, my boy. Show me your skills. The pair look at each other perplexed. What do you mean skills? Skills in combat? Sleight of hand? Or maybe just a good old trick shot from Leo? Yeah, but now don't overthink it. Just do what you do best. And I could give him this. He doesn't want my fame, though, which does not bode well for the patron. You want to see what we're made of? Then have at you. Oh, I didn't mean to. Volpain unsheathed his dagger as Leo placed a hand on the hilt of his longsword, growling menacingly. Timothy recoiled, raising his hands. That won't be necessary. It's clear you don't lack for spirit. Thought so. We'll shed blood if we have to, but we prefer to do things cleanly. As do I, young bird, as do I. But nevertheless, it's good to know you have the stomach for a fight should the moment arise. Volpain sheathed his dagger, and Leo relaxed his hand on the sword. The tension subsided. Now then, perhaps you'd like to tell us what it was you needed? Very well, I would like for the two of you to acquire an item for me, an instrument, in fact. A rare and beautiful lyre that is currently in the possession of the esteemed Lady Foretales. You mean the old bat who lives on the hill? I wouldn't call her that to her face, but yes, that's her. I'd like you to break into her manor, steal the lyre, and bring it to me at the Holy Grove. And where is that exactly? The Holy Grove. I know the place well. I'll get you there myself, Volpain. Excellent, then I shall leave you to it. I look forward to our next meeting. Alright, we've got a job to do. At long last. We can get straight to it if you think we're ready to go. Or we could spend some more time on the streets to prepare. It's your call. Actually, how's about a small nap before we set off? You read my mind. Remember, you only have a limited number of skill cards in your adventure deck. Spending too many of their skill cards will tire them out. If you want to recover some skill cards, you'll have to use the rest cards on the right-hand side of the board. Each rest card has its own set of effects and sometimes a price that you can decide to pay or not. Read them carefully to see what they cost. Go on, left-click on the rest deck and try to use the first rest card. Oh.
Ah, bandits! Lovely.
You can roll over all the cards to see their effects, but you can only use the top card. Okay, rest.
Feeling refreshed? Good. There's a long road ahead.
You recovered some skill cards and suffered no other consequences. But don't expect it to be that easy all the time. The next card in the deck will cost you food or health points. And the last card of the rest deck is always a game over. So be sure to check out how many times you can hope to rest in a region. Once you move on to the next region, the rest deck will be replaced with a new set of cards. And the number of rest cards in the next region is independent of how many you've used here. You have completed this region. You can either proceed to the next region, or you might want to spend some more time here to gather resources and allies. Beware, consumables and resources are carried over from one region to the next. But they are not carried over from one mission to the next, so there's no need to hoard excessively. I think rest cards carry over is what they said, so I don't want to linger. Leo was brought to Volpain to the city gardens. Oh, sorry, Leo has brought Volpain to the city gardens, where food is plentiful and secrets lurk around every corner. Deep in the labyrinth lies our hero's destination for the evening, Lady Foretales' manor. Alright. Watch out, guards. There are now several hostile creatures in the search party. The deck of cards representing the animals chasing your party. Each time a new location appears on the board, if it has a search party call token with an eye, it may spawn a group of enemies from the search party. Be careful. Some of your actions may also add hostiles to the search party, hostiles that you may have to face later, so be careful. Interesting. Right then, Timothy said that the instrument is inside Lady Catel's manor. The big house with the labyrinth? That's the one. By getting through the hedge maze is going to be tough. I think I saw some gardeners wandering around earlier. Maybe they'd know the way?
Oh no, the cops. The guards want a fight? Let's give them one.
Can I help you? One can get lost in these gardens. I don't want to steal from him. Receive gardener. Consumes 1 fame. A little help? Sure thing. Now all we need to do is lead the gardener to the labyrinth and the rest should be easy. We'll see about that.
I sense some good loot nearby.
Most decks on the board can be browsed. For example, if you check the content of the exploration deck, you can see what will be revealed, will be the next locations to be revealed. Maybe your objective is somewhere in there. Maybe you want to check if the card you're looking for is coming soon. If a card is not in the exploration deck, there may be a way to access it with some blank effects or some blank effects. And remember that exploration deck is cycling.
There has to be a way in.
Look, I can see some documents through the glass. You think they'll be useful? Only one way to find out. Maybe that gardener could open the door for us. Okay. The gardener's gonna be a few. I'm almost certain I can see a map in there. This looks like a map of the labyrinth. But look, it's the inner part of the maze. Why can't anything be simple? It's better than nothing. I'm sure we can find something to show us the way to the middle. Or someone. Rallying cry, an inspiring call to arms that draws out potential allies in the area. Over there. Need some help, sir? I do. A little help? Sure thing. Orchard. Fruit is the cornerstone of the average citizen diet. Only nobles or skilled hunters can claim to eat the much rarer and tastier insect meat. Now we could get a lot of food from there. Let's hold off, though. God, I hate labyrinths. I take it you're not I take it you're not amazed by them, then? Can you just save the jokes till we're done with this? We have an appointment with the lady of the house. Would you show us the way through the maze? I've trimmed these hedges many a time. Follow me.
That's quite a statue.
Wow. What is it? Sorry, sirs, I'd rather not go any further. What, you're serious? We barely made it halfway. It's the statue, sirs. Bad luck it is. Haunted. The gardener backed away from the statue nervously, leaving Volpain and Leo alone. They had to admit it was a rather foreboding sight. Great. Shh, I think I hear a guard patrol coming. Quick, hide.
Well, I hope you have a good lawyer, Volpan.
The patrol took up position right in front of the statue. Patrols we can deal with, but how are we going to find our way through the rest of this labyrinth? We found that map, remember? That should help us figure out the best route. Of course, let's take a look once we've dealt with the watch. If at any point you're lost during the mission, you can always use the hint system. Hovering over the button will show a condensed reminder of your current objective. Using the hint system will trigger some help based on your current situation. Let's do this real fast.
I hope you're planning to share some of that.
Thorny bushes. You like scratches? Because if you go through this way, you're going to get scratches. This is a lot of people, though. Like, a lot of people. It doesn't look like there's anything I can throw at them, though, that's gonna make them back off.
Perhaps you can grease the wheels of justice here, Volpan.
One of the hostiles you're facing has a special power. Special powers are signified by wooden tokens on the left side of the creature card. Enemy powers can trigger during the negotiation phase or during combat. They may trigger once or every few rounds. If you hover over a creature card, you'll see a detailed description of its powers. Okay, let's see what I can do to get rid of some people here. Alright, let's use the money we have to get rid of... Oh, I have to start with the front. Get rid of him.
As it turned out, the guards were as venal as the local bandits.
Let's go ahead...
Ah, shame. We were just getting warmed up.
Using the hint system multiple times may give more explicit help for more complex situations. Alright, we've got directions. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go. If I'm reading this right, we should be there in no time. Good thing too, it's almost nighttime. Perfect timing. The darker, the better.
That's Lady Catel's manor.
It looks very ominous. Finally. Hey, maybe that was the hard part, and it's all downhill from here? Wishful thinking. It's getting dark, time to get down to business. Hold on a second, this could be our last chance to rest up. I need my nimble hands at the ready. Sometimes your adventurers won't have their best skill cards in their hand, but don't worry. Anytime you're not in combat, you can trade a skill card from your hand for another one. Just drag the card above its owner's deck and choose a new card. Okay. If the card is unavailable from the draw pile, you will have to pay a fixed price of 1 food per card. It's a little expensive, especially considering you could have rested to regain several cards at once. But the cost of resting can also be pretty high, so be careful not to burn through too many skill cards by trading them. Recover up to 3 cards per adventurer, but a small troop of guards is added to the search. I mean, that makes sense, but I don't like it. Hopeless. Should we have them rest since they mentioned it?
Ah, feeling rested?
Sounds like this job will require my nimble hands. I don't have your nimble hands. Nimble hands. Nimble hands. Alright, let's do this. Do what you do best, I'll cover the exit. Under the cover of night, Volpain ghosted in the manor undetected. He darted through the corridors until he reached the main hall. There in plain sight stood the lyre. The leer? In all its splendor, glinting in the moonlight. All he had to do was reach out and take it. Uh-oh.
The second he touched the mysterious lyre, Volpan felt an ancient power flowing through him. Reality fractured and exploded into an infinite number of worlds, all identical and yet somehow distinct. Beyond the webs of fate, he witnessed all possible futures, resonating, vibrating, clashing. And then he saw, and he knew. He, his loved ones, his city, his kingdom, his world, everything was going to disappear, swallowed up by a cataclysm whose origin lurked behind the veil of possibilities.
The second he touched the relic, the sheer power of the visions caused poor Volpain to collapse on the spot. Leo took his unconscious friend on his back and fled the mansion, an army of guards at his heels. Hang in there, old friend. We'll get through this. I'll deal with the guards and you get to a safe place. And get you to a safe place. Volpain? Volpain. You completed this mission with a few victims in your graveyard deck. For now, it won't change anything, but beware. If you leave a trail of bodies behind you, you may have to face the consequences of it later. Oh, I love consequences.
Another job well done. Uh-oh. Looks like you've got the law on your tail.
Yes, but not my problem. I'm unconscious. Volpain awoke in the forest of Ronserai, his head throbbing. The Lear was on the ground beside him, but Leo was nowhere to be found. Leo? Leo? Where is he? What happened? At that moment, he remembered the visions.
Impossible!
Before he had time to think, Volpain was struck with the vision of his friend in prison. A wave of despair swept over him. Leo, where are they taking him? Are they going to execute him? Oh god, please no. This is a Doom event card. It symbolizes tragic events that only Volpain can see, and that will lead the world to its end. Our friend going to prison is going to end the world? What? The number above the Doom event indicates how many turns you have left before it happens, or at least that's if you do nothing to prevent it. Each mission you complete costs a turn, but don't worry. If you fail to complete a mission, you can always retry with no time penalty. I need to help him before it's too late. They must have him up in Eisenberg prison. This is a mission card. The choice of which missions you complete and the order in which you complete them is crucial to preventing Doom events from occurring. Missions also contain secret side objectives and choices, all leading to different outcomes. Different outcomes. It's up to you to experiment and make the right choices to fight fate. I'm coming, Leo. I'm coming, bestie. Wait, what the...
Oh no!
Volpain was struck with another flash. Can you imagine going through this? Just like seeing all the horrid things that are going to happen in the world? Doomsday in a bunch of different ways. That'd be so overwhelming. The smell of blood, the clash of metal, the roar of battle. A vision of a massacre yet to come. The miners' strike. Father. Oh no. The militia are preparing an attack on the blockade. Lady Cattell must be behind this. I have to warn them or they'll all be slaughtered. If I'm going to warn the miners, I'll need to find their leader Karst. They won't budge an inch without his say-so. What have I done? It's this darn instrument. Volpain looked at the strange Lear with disgust. I wish I'd never touched the blasted thing. Well, I mean, if you hadn't, you never would see all of this, and your life would probably just end up terrible, so... It's kinda helping you in a way. Maybe if I give it back to Lady Cattell, that might smooth things over? After all, a fault confessed is half redressed. If I write a letter of apology and present it to the Council of Mothers, they might be able to put pressure on Cattell and prevent her from ordering the massacre. I'm not very hopeful of that. Volpain looked at the Lear once more before packing it into his satchel. Slowly, painfully, he dragged himself to his feet. Alright, Volpain, you can fix this. He looked around in an effort to get his bearings. To his left, he saw the fumes of the city rising above the trees. To his right, the silhouette of a furious mount shrouded in acrid smoke from the mines. Better get moving. Your adventure begins now. Make your choices and discover their consequences. Welcome to Foretales. Can I save? Okay, that's cool. I guess it auto-saves? That makes sense if it does. Okay. So let me think this out. So if we go here, get evidence, that gives us 1 turn to do this. That'll be 2 turns, but that means we'll only have 1 turn to help save our dad. So really what this means is who's more important, I'm guessing. Because they said that these are doomsday cards. They lead to the end of the world, so I don't know if If we fail to do one, what'll happen? Like, is that game over? I just pulled my hair. Is that game over, or... I don't know. It's a little confusing on that aspect, but... Or we could just go save our friend. The theft of the relic didn't exactly go as planned. Leo's in jail and Lady Cattell is out for revenge. Volpain needs to break his friend out fast. Leo is scheduled for transfer along with some other prisoners. It's not clear where they're headed or why, but whatever the reason, it can't be good. Volpain's father and the miners are barricaded inside the mine. Soon on Lady Cattell's orders, armed guards will attack and slaughter the workers. There must be a way to prevent this by diplomacy or by force. I definitely want to save my friend. Like, why would we not? He helped us get out of a bad situation, you know? I also haven't met our dad, so... Okay, let's do this. I'm alone! Find a way in. The city watch is holding Leo in the local jail. Volpain needs to find a way inside to rescue him. Time for a prison break. Let's go. Bring it.
Leo's locked up in there. There has to be a way in.
I have a friend in there. I was hoping I'd be able to pay him a visit. Visit? What you think? Think this is a bloody retirement home? Perhaps we could come to some sort of an arrangement? Well, perhaps if you arrange for me to get 5 money, I'll forget I ever saw you. 5 money? Where am I gonna get that from? A lot of money.
Oh, now you're in for it.
So we need to find 4 money. That costs money to do. I guess we could steal... But that seems really mean to just steal wishes. Solidarity for the weak. Pickpocket. We only have so many cards, so I mean...
Well, that's lunch sorted.
A thief! Guards! Gah. Shit.
They're after you, Volpan.
I thought I got a... Curiosity may have killed the cat, but it never fails to draw a crowd. I guess let's... Get 2 money there.
Not a bad deal.
That's gonna be the guards.
Bandits!
Oh.
Lovely.
Just bandits, never mind. I don't want to steal from people. Here, this should help you get back on your feet. Thank you.
Well, how very altruistic.
You guys know a way inside the prison besides getting arrested, sir? Yes, besides getting arrested. No idea, sir, but you could ask around the other kids. Most of our parents have been in the clink at some time or other, sir. If there's a hidden entrance, someone must know about it. Maybe some street kids or shady locals could help? No. I'd get a street urchin that way. Could also just pay to get in. I'm almost there already. Yeah, I'll take an urchin. Hey kid, shouldn't you be in school? Wait a minute, maybe I can be of help. People keep mentioning a tavern nearby. Perfect place to get some rest. Now that's interesting. Sounds like there's a private room under the tavern. Blacksmith's hideout, the clandestine spot for the discerning criminal. Drop the right names or hand enough coins and you'll usually find what you're looking for. Ah, you have a lot of grim for that. Or coin. Oh no, what does that add? To the search party? Wow. Gives me a lot of coins though. I hate to do this, but it gives me a money. Ooh, shiny. There's a merchant again, but here you go. Ready to make it worth my while? Here, just a quick visit, nothing more. Stop talking and get inside. And we never met you here.
Oh, thank you for your service.
Hold on, Leo, I'm coming. Region complete. Move on when you're ready. Curiosity may have killed the cat. I need to reread, because I have to rest.
They look like they've had more than their fair share.
Refuse the offer and recover up to 3 skill cards. Yeah. Oh, it only gives me 3. I'll rest.
That is quite enough laying around for the time being, thank you.
I wish I could. I don't have a coin. I don't have 3 Grim, and I don't want 3 Grim, because that's so mean. Hey, I'll take another straight urchin. Fuck it. Wow, I haven't eaten a proper meal in days. Thank you, sir.
Heartwarming stuff.
Yeah, nothing seems worth it. Alright, let's... I guess there's one way to find out. We'll rest.
Enough resting. Let's get back to it.
Okay, and how many are here? Alright. Let's go. Free Leo from his cell. Now that he's inside the prison, Volpain needs to find Leo's cell and break him out of there. Ah, we do get more cards. Okay, so I could have definitely walked around a bit more. The prison was dark, dank, and foreboding. Mournful wails echoed down the corridor. Guardians prowled the halls and eager to dish out a beating to anyone who stepped out of line. Slipping by unnoticed wasn't going to be easy. God, how big is that deck now?
I'd recognize that tail anywhere.
Volpain, I'm in here. I'm coming, old friend.
Well, if the guards wanted a fight, they were
Hey,
going
psst,
to get...
wherever you are, over here. Let me out of the cell and I'll make it worth your while. Oh yeah, how exactly? I get the sense you're not supposed to be here, yes? I know a little magic trick that could throw the guards off your tail. Tempting. Okay, yeah, so the bandits aren't in here. So we do get like a new deck of everything when we go to another stage. Okay, I wasn't sure how much got restarted, basically. Looks like someone escaped their cell. Whoever it was, they seem to have the guards in a panic. Please, you have to find a way to open the cell. I'm too pretty for the big house. Not to mention useful. I believe you. And I don't have my pickpocketing fingers, do I? Receive mercenary. I'll take a mercenary. Anyone there? We kind of need some help here. Alright, let's hack our way out. Nice. It's another pickpocket card. Not what I need. A corridor, the long kind. Nimble hands. Agitated prison quarters. It won't take much to tip this cell block into a full-blown riot. Receive nasty little secret. Now that's a juicy piece of gossip. Oh, I thought I was actually going to get like a specific secret. Nasty little secret. A little story that could be devastating to someone's reputation became to light. Can be traded with allies or used to blackmail enemies. Guards room. As the kerfuffle in the prison has caused the guards to abandon their meal, anyone for leftovers? What does this do? Discard 3 random creatures from any faction with max. Oh, that's awesome. Do that. Ooh, that was
That's
some good
one
ones.
less baddie to worry about.
That was real good, actually. I loved that. Okay. This little pipsqueak knows how to put up a fight. Discard 1 random from any faction with max level 4. Oh. That's also very helpful. I'll use one of them to do that. Ah, decent.
That's a weight off the mind, isn't it?
Yeah, now we only have 5 people to deal with. It's not bad. Okay. I feel like what I need is my pickpocketing ability, so... Where's my pickpocketing? Not pickpocketing, I'm sorry. My... Oh, is it my nimble hands? Is it the same thing? How am I supposed to get him out of here? I guess I can pickpocket some food, but I don't know how that's gonna help.
Sorry to dine and dash.
A corridor, the long kind. So a lot of these are just...
It tastes better when you don't pay for it. You are gonna fight that thing? Hold on. I need to grab some popcorn.
Thanks, Travis.
Volpan was ready to take on the law.
Guards, be prepared. We've had a word of intruder in the area. You remember you can swap any skill card in your hand with a card from the deck of an adventurer, right? You'll have to discard the skill card you exchange, and maybe pay a food for any card coming from the discard pile. It's really important to prepare for encounters like this. For example, when you know you've got a big fight coming up. If you intend to rely on violence, having your best attack in hand from the beginning is key to victory. Small troop is added, though. Oh, I don't want to do that. Do you have the key? I'm working on it. Guess I'll rest, if I can have to.
That is quite enough laying around for the time being, thank you.
Just have him steal shit. Alright, let's look at you. Oh, I see. Okay. I don't know what stuff does. I know what this does, but I don't know. I mean, let's try it. Let's go ahead and see if I... Engage.
They're overworked and underpaid. Maybe there's a deal to be struck.
No, there's not. Invoke behind. It's -1 to the morale, but that's not really... Boost attack by 1 point for the next round. Stun them.
Here comes the law.
Here's a quick breakdown of creature cards. The number in the red token at the bottom represents health points. Yep. The number next to the sword icon is the attack score. Yep. That's the number of health points removed for every round. The number in the top left of the... Well, it's pretty important because it's the value removed from the enemy's morale when the creature is removed from combat one way or the other. In a confrontation, there can be 1 to 2 fighters per side per column. Only the front creature will take damage from the auto battle phase, but it will take damage equal to the sum of the attack scores of the opposition. Creatures in the back can only be affected by action cards or after the creature in front of them has been defeated. Doing it again. That does nothing. I don't have any more of those. This is gonna hurt. No! Excuse me? Oh, we're so fucked. Excuse me?
I do hope that doesn't come back to haunt you, Volpan.
Well, I'm dead. Maybe you should also consider swapping the positions. Bro. Oh, heal a health point? Are you serious? Oh my god. Bell of the Watch. Add a constable to the search party every round. Fucking get out of here.
I'm, kind of a big deal. That was you, by the way.
No! Ah, fuck. Well, I'm
Once
dead.
more, without all the dying this time.
Jesus, that's hard! We're a rogue. We're not supposed to fight that many people. I guess I'll just go fight the guards immediately, I suppose. Because walking around did for
Recognize
me.
that tail anywhere. You better
Just
have a
rushing in,
warrant.
I guess.
Now who could that be?
Because preparing didn't do Yeah, like I was looking for stuff the whole time and didn't find anything. So we can heal ourselves out at combat, I guess, but it didn't really freaking matter while we were in combat, did it? You've just used a skill card, but the only effect was to move to the next location. It's not the most efficient way to travel, but skill cards with no effect on a particular location or encounter will at least remove this card and move to the next card in the exploration deck. If what you need for a mission is to reach a card somewhere in the exploration deck, moving forward is actually useful.
Oh, good afternoon, officer. Oh, look out. That one looks mean. I hope you boys have a warrant.
That is the prison warden. Call 2 random guards from the search party combat when entering. Okay, so from the looks of it, we want to fight here. Sorry, I don't know why I'm pointing. We want to get here, get the mercenary, use the mercenary to clean out the search party. Which sucks because I'm low on cards. Maybe it wouldn't be that hard. It doesn't look like any of them have any powers or anything. And I still have 1 smoke.
The guards are a problem we could do without.
Yeah. Send the front creatures for 1 round. Send front creatures with max. Yeah, they're gonna attack us. Oh, they aren't?
No autographs, please.
Just attack. I don't want to waste.
A much-needed killing watch guards might not be the smartest idea. Shame. We were just getting warmed up.
Alright, let's heal ourselves.
That's a weight off the mind, isn't it?
Okay. That really helps, actually. And now I have to rest, though, because I'm out of corn.
Are you quite finished? We've got an
Oh my
apocalypse
god,
to avert.
another one? The inmates broke out of their cells and had soon taken over the prison ward. To arms, let's end this tyranny. Firebomb. I want a solidarity. I want a helping hand because I think that would get me one of them. Let me. No, it doesn't. I didn't do anything. Decreases morale by 1. So I'd have 2 morale decreasing things. What's a firebomb do? I guess I'll find out. Careful, careful. Warm regards? What does that do, though? Ah, that's much easier. Alright, step away from the grate. Why? It's a surprise. Wait, what?
Good grief! How's about a little warning next time?
The blast tore the grate apart, spreading fire everywhere. Not exactly what you call stealthy, but at least the prisoner's free.
Quiet route.
As the ring in your ear subsides, Volpain could hear a commotion coming down the corridors. The blast had alerted the guards. Got the job done, didn't it? I'm not sure I wanted to know the answer to this, but what exactly are you in here for? I've got what doctors refer to as incurable case of kleptomania. I'm guessing that your time behind bars hasn't helped your condition. Hard to say, really. I'll know more once I get out. Hold on a minute, what about our deal? Has acquired 1 new skill, Cup Purse. Patience, patience. The timing isn't quite right. I'll keep my end of my bargain, promise. There's just one more thing that bothers me. What is it? You spent all that time in your cell. Yes? And it never once occurred to you that you could slip through the bars. You make a fine point, sir. I'll remember that for the next time I'm locked up here. And without a care in the world, the thief slithered away down the long corridor in the darkness. So what does this do? As any experienced thief will tell you, you should never pick a pocket when you can't cut a purse. More coins, you see. Like if I can use that here. I'll just do this.
Oh, I'd say they don't need the calories, hmm? Ah, feeling rested?
So much for that strategy, but I'm trying to get the...
Don't these people know there are starving shoebills out here?
Wasting a card. That'll help for other reasons. Mercenary.
What did you do that for?
It's a nasty little secret. That doesn't do anything. Firebomb. That's much easier than this fight was. Alright, step away from the grate. I got an idea. What are you gonna do with that bomb? What else do you do with a bomb? Oh, gods.
A little warning would be nice next time, Volpan.
Volpan. Ah. The bomb tore through the grate while spreading fire everywhere. It wasn't the quietest way, but it worked. Leo is free at last.
Very subtle.
Thank you. As the ringing of Volpain's ears began to subside, he could just about hear the sound of footsteps rushing down the corridor. The blast had alerted the guards. Volpain, sounds like the guards are coming to throw me a leaving party. We better move. Let's rendezvous at my shack on the other side of the forest. Got it. Oh my god. That was awful, by the way. Terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you?
That's a lot of guards. That just keeps building up higher and higher.
I'll take that to go, please.
I'm gonna do it again. It seems like my cards regenerate,
We'll take that
so...
to go, thanks.
Okay. Oh, but our cards don't Okay. As he fled the city, Volpain could hear the clash of footsteps chasing behind him. From the sounds of things, his escapades in the prison had attracted some attention, but then as if from nowhere there was a loud bang. An explosion came from deep in the city, somewhere near the guard barracks. The soldiers froze. A number of them turned back and ran towards the prison. It seemed that someone had done their magic trick as promised. Very nice.
Something tells me these chaps aren't here to discuss pickpocketing techniques.
How many cards are in here? I'm just curious. It's a lot. It's a lot of cards. How many are here? That's not bad.
Yep, that's right. Not worth the trouble.
Consume 3 food to prepare a large feast. Heal each adventurer up to 3 and recover up to 3 skill cards per adventurer. Ugh. I don't know if we're getting our cat though right now. I don't want to steal from the poor druid. Receive healing bomb though. That's nice. Okay. Prefer to just talk to them.
Ah, damn small-town cops.
Alright, Leo's shack is on the other side of the forest. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Healing bomb. What does that do? Oh, we need a rest. We're almost out of cards. Can we overheal? Heal each adventurer up to 1 health and recover up to 3 skill cards. Okay, there we go.
Come on, chop chop. Let's
No.
get back to it, shall we?
We cannot overheal is the answer. Hey, like, welcome to the forest, man. Receive healing serum. Some of my best work. Not long now. More powerful than a healing bomb with none of the nasty smell. Best save for serious injuries. A nasty secret. Who told you that? Nice. So many
The guards wanted
fights.
a fight. They were going to get one.
Okay, so we need to take the dog out, definitely.
Killing guards will only bring more guards. Maybe there's another way. That's right. It's the Volpan. Come on, we were just getting started.
Hey, like, welcome to the forest, man. I hate stealing from the druid. He seems so nice, but I want to heal my. I want to save my fame for when we come across. Oh, we get a hunter.
All right, back to work.
Oh, I like the cat. The cat portrait was cool. +2 food, +1 gold. want the hunter, though. Let's hunt. Almost there, look. Wait, something's not right here. There they are, get in position. An ambush.
Oh, now you're in for it.
Why? This is so many. How am I supposed to fight that? Like, seriously, how am I supposed to fight that? That's crazy.
Feeling rested?
Go here first, I guess.
You don't want more dead guards on your rap sheet. Is there a way to avoid a fight?
No.
What? Volpan? Those are guards of the watch.
Well, I thought that would prevent him from using his skill. So, because none of them will take food, and food's what I have in spades.
A much-needed boost.
I fucking...
They'll be on your tail for that one. There'll be hell to pay for that one. Well, bye-bye.
To fame. Yeah, okay. I need the money. Corrupted berries. They said something about corrupted fruit nearby. Spores. What does that do? Gross.
Whoa.
What does this do? These mysterious spores act as an irritant and seem to attract the infected.
That is quite enough laying around for the time being, thank you.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make this fight easier on myself, and I'm just not pulling the right cards. Alright, I guess let's go. Oh, and of course the dog's in the back. Fuck me,
They
I
might
guess.
look the other way for the right price.
Please, Puppo. Wait, hold on. Which Puppo? Call one random guard, add a constable to the search party every round. Okay. So they're really bad when stacked together, I see. Okay, Puppo, please go away.
No autographs, please.
None of you take food. Of course none of you take food. And Puppo, please go away.
Oh, they must have heard of your good deeds.
Oh, boy. And I don't have any of my blow stuff, so... Kinda shit out of... Oh, nope. Kinda shit out of luck on this one. Does he just, like, increase me by one, or multiple, or... Oh, that's so nice. Can he just help me, or no? Okay. Oh, nice. Play any non-aggressive. Is this aggressive? Oh. What's this? Do these fools really believe a simple simple lock can stop Volpain? The key to Leo's cell. Can we run away? No. Sorry, I was just like... Oh, that was a lot. Alright, guys.
Achoo!
Oh.
Killing watch guards might not be the smartest idea.
Well, I'm not trying to do it. Kind of fighting me, so...
It's what they signed up for.
It is. I'll save my
He
bestie.
knew the risks. All right, now that evens the odds.
With the battle over, Volpain began to look for his friend. Alright, here we are. Leo appeared from his hiding spot grinning. Volpain, how nice of you to come by. I didn't know you were expecting company. Dropped by unannounced. Very rude. I'm glad you're alright, my friend. Come inside, I'll make some tea.
Home in time for dinner.
God. Jeez, that was rough. That was the first, like, actual stage, too. Like,
Good to have you back, old boy.
Volpain, you look worse than I do, and I just got out of prison. You doing okay? That leer, it's like it has a hold on me. I've been having these visions. Visions. It's like I'm seeing a future, or, I don't know, a possible future. Stop tugging my tail. I'm serious. Oh yeah, prove it. When you were in the cell, did you ever hear the guards talking about moving you? Well, yes, they were going to move me to Capayabaro, so what? See, that was part of my vision. Okay, fortune teller, tell me this. Why are they going to move me? Because they never said anything about that part. That I don't know, but whatever it wasn't good. So we've got an infection turning the locals into rabid beasts, a leer that causes psychic visions. Oh, and don't forget a minor strike that turned into a full-blown siege. That about covers it so far, yeah. The next time you need some help on a job like this, do me a favor and ask someone else, okay? Volpain, I appreciate you saving me, but you killed a lot of people to get me. Was it really worth all that death? Yeah. You'd rather stay in prison next time. You know that's not what I'm saying. I owe you my life, and it's not the first time. Just be careful. There are always repercussions to every action you take. Alright, alright. I try to help a friend out, and this is the thanks I get? I don't like how that one turned purple. If anyone knows the full story behind Lear, you think it'd be the fellow who asked us to steal it in the first place. Timothy, He seemed like he was holding something back from us. He asked us to meet him at the Holy Grove. I know the way. Let's see what he has to say. Who knows, he might even pay us.
Oh, no.
Gods, no. The vision's Eisenberg. The whole town's set ablaze. Is there nothing we can do to stop it? Leo, I have to tell you something. What is it, Volpain? In my vision, no matter what we do, Eisenberg burns. Everybody dies, everything is destroyed. But what about me? You had a vision of me being taken away and you changed that. It's hard to explain. Some of the visions are fluid, like they're in motion. But this one, it's like it's set in stone. But why am I cursed with these visions if there's nothing I can do to stop them? Hey, until Eisenberg is a pile of ash, we keep trying, okay? Okay. Another one darked out. Oh, I can look around. This is a really big-ass board. Okay. So this is where I'm gonna have to leave it here. I suppose I killed too many people? I don't know. I didn't really feel like there was a way around a lot of that, so... The game's okay. I like the multiple ending situations, but... I don't know, I feel like they definitely need to work on... Some things are not very obvious, and maybe that's what they're going for, but for me it's a little too not obvious. For instance, I really don't feel like I could have avoided this being purple and dark and ominous. Like, I felt like I had to fight things. I never really gained enough fame to really help. I feel like the resting card system's just fine the way it works. Like, I always get to, like, the bottom of the deck, and that's good balance when you're just on that cusp. Also, the battle seems a little unfair, especially in the beginning when it's just you and you're a rogue, and it... Anyway, I'm okay with this game. If I had to give it a rating, I'd say, like, 6.5 out of 10. The art's great. The game mechanics seem cool. It's definitely new. I don't know how I feel about how balanced everything is, because it doesn't feel balanced, is what I'm saying. Like, fighting definitely seems like a harder thing for you to do. Like, fighting is hard. And trying to get around the fighting seems even harder? Like, they act like, oh, you had ways to get around all this death, and I'm just like, no, I really didn't. I only found that bomb through happenstance, and that caused a lot of people to chase me, so it's like, oh, there's a good path and a bad path, and I'm like, I don't feel like the good path was very obvious. Or it was obvious, like, you know, you shouldn't kill people, but it's, how do I stop myself from doing that when I'm basically forced into it? I thought the game was okay. If you guys want to see me play more of it, let me know in the comments below. As of right now, I probably won't be putting any more videos out unless, you know, you guys voice in the comments and say you really want to see more of it. Then I will totally do it. I like the game enough to make more videos of it, and maybe it'll grow on me as I keep playing it, but for right now it's just a little above meh for me. But that's my own personal opinion. If you like the game, that's great. It's just my feeling for all of it. And I was hoping to save my voice, and I kind of did a little bit, but not really. Alright, but I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.